Hello everybody, I'm Ramsis, and we're here for another episode of Ramsis Retro Longplays as we play the Super Nintendo version of SimCity. We are doing all the scenarios. We've already beaten San Francisco Earthquake 1906. Next in line is Bern Traffic 1965. So it looks like we're going to have some traffic issues to deal with this go around. And that's not going to be that hard either. This is actually one of the easier ones too, because it's obviously very simple. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Right now, we have to talk about getting into the game, going further, and future plans. We are going to do all the scenarios. We're going to then dabble in the game itself, see if we can get to Megalopolis. And this is going to be a long SimCity look-back type playthrough thing. So buckle in, get comfy, get those nostalgia glasses on. And with that all said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. That's right, yes, you don't want to miss an exciting episode of SimCity Super Nintendo. And then what other SimCity adventures we get into. It's going to be a long one. So, get ready, get set, and here we go. We're going to do Bern Traffic 1965. That's the next scenario here on the list. And I think this one's going to be a little easy, but let's see what we got ourselves into. Here we go. Bern, Switzerland, 1965. Rapid growth and poor city planning has caused traffic to come to a standstill. The highways have become unsafe, and the motorists are becoming militant. Since the residents of this city hate to walk, you'll need to come up with a transportation plan quick. Obtain a low average traffic density within 10 years, and the citizens of Bern will make you the National Transportation Planner. Alright, 10 years pretty much to rebuild the city. Alright, here we go. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is change the taxes, right? We're going to remove the fire taxes altogether, right? Let's get rid of all that. And we're going to raise the taxes a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. And we're going to up the speed here. We'll put it on fast while we do everything. So let's look over, let's look over the city here. So you can see this is a mess. I mean, this is a pure mess. Look at this. Traffic problems, that's an understatement. I mean, there are roads everywhere. And as I told you in the previous episodes, the more roads and rails you have on the map, the higher the taxes, because they charge you for every slither of this. So it is all going. We don't need to be fancy. We don't need to have it going all over the place. That's ridiculous. Let's get rid of all of this. All of it is going. We are getting rid of all of this. All this excess road. It's nice they want to be all creative. Ha ha ha. We're going all over the place. No. We don't need it. All of it is going. And why do we have the clock going? Because this is a 10-year scenario, folks. Yes. We're gonna have to speed this along here. And you know, we might fast forward through slow parts. I haven't decided yet. If you see like things just sort of disappearing and reappearing, that's because we gotta fast forward things, get to the meat of it, as they say. You don't need to see it just sitting there doing nothing, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so the first objective in this scenario is get rid of everything that is not needed, especially road-wise. But you can see they don't have a rail system, and that's something we are going to have to get in here very quickly. But before you even think of doing that, you want to get rid of all the excess. And you know what I'm saying? I think I'm even going to put it on super fast speed. We have so much time to get through here, we might as well just speed it along here. And even super fast speed isn't as fast as you would like it, you know? Alright, here we go. So all this is going. And remember the rule, as long as one bit of transportation is touching, it's alright. So like even this whole row we can get rid of here. And we can actually get rid of all this too. Because there's still road touching all that. But we're going to be replacing all this anyway. It's all moot point actually. So even the game is telling us we have an inadequate rail system. And we're like, yeah, no kidding. We know that. Alright, so what we're going to do is get rid of this. Get rid of that. Because road is touching everything. Remember, that's the rule here. And we don't need that. And we don't need that. And we don't need this. And we don't need that. We definitely don't need that many hospitals, but right now I don't want to waste money on demolishing things that we don't have to. It's not important. Alright, so let's get rid of more excess road before we do all that. So all this has to go. Okay. I think all this... boy, see, this is where it gets complicated. I think we're gonna get rid of all this, and then we're just got to connect it from another way, because this is just too much filler road here. We don't, this is ridiculous. We don't want all that. Let's actually just get it all the way down to there, yeah. Every slither of road you get rid of is less money you're paying. Remember that. And money is important here. You know, you can use the money cheat code in the scenarios, by the way, just in case you didn't realize. I'm not going to. And I didn't say we're not going to use it at all. We're just not going to use it in the scenarios. We might use it for fun in the game itself, but we're not going to use it here in the scenarios. I want to do this, you know, the right... quote-unquote way where you just make it work with the money that you started out with. That's what I want to do here. But you can see, yeah, the roads are a mess. It is ridiculous. We can get rid of all this excess. And I know we're going to lose a lot of power from everything I'm doing. We'll fix that in a moment. Let's just clean up the roads here first. See, like we already have some power outages. Let's fix that. We'll connect here. Yep, that'll fix that. Then we connect here. That fixed that. Alright, then we gotta connect here. That'll fix that. Connect here, here, and that's it for that. They're actually connected, so that's fine. Alright, so let's go back to getting rid of more roads. Like, this is ridiculous. We don't need any of this here. So all this is gonna go. So really, the goal of this scenario is erase most of the roads and replace it with rails, but you also want to make sure that you don't have garbage touching nothing. Like, you don't need all this stuff that's just doing absolutely nothing for you. You know, all this is garbage. You don't need roads in the middle of nowhere. You don't need to make it look fancy and connect everything. You don't need it. You just have to make it so that all the properties have transportation. That's it. Yeah, all this can go. We'll try to remember to replace electric when I can. That's a big if, I remember. Yeah, all this is garbage. We don't need any of this here. Get rid of this whole entire row is going, actually. Yep. Then I think we'll just get rid of all the middle rows. Eventually, it's going to be rail. I haven't decided how we're doing the rail yet. It's been a while since I've done this scenario. It's been a while since I've done any of the scenarios. That's why it's fun reliving these things again. That's what we do here on Ramsis Retro Longplay. So all the middle rows don't need to be here. I'm keeping it connected just for now, just so we don't lose all the reduction, because you do have to be a metropolis also, so you have to at least make the city grow a little too. You can't just be like, oh, well, I got rid of everything, I win. No, you can't have one building. You gotta actually be growing in size also while you're doing all this. So now we gotta connect all the power again. And that should do it. That should do it, and that should do it. Alright. We'll connect that too. There we go. Alright, let's keep removing any excess. Like, this is all excess. We don't need it. You don't need roads in the middle, but let's reconnect so we don't lose it. There we go. Now let's see, what else do they have that's ridiculous? Yeah, all this is ridiculous. You don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. Quote SpongeBob, yeah. Alright, wait, we lost this one, so we'll reconnect you here. Okay. And we're just gonna get rid of this whole entire road. But like I said, as long as roads are touching, and soon to be railroads, you're fine. You don't need to have every single inch of the square touching road. You really don't. And that's a mistake a lot of people make. So this is actually a good scenario to teach you that really, as long as you have just like a strip of road touching any part of your buildings, you're fine. That's really all it requires. Yeah, all this can go. technically this bridge can go too. We're gonna get rid of that. Oh, you gotta wait till it's down. There we go. Alright, we don't need that. Alright, but we do need to reconnect the power, so let's do that. Let's see, where can we reconnect it? Yeah, right here. Then right here, good. And then we'll do like a connection there. There we go. See what happens with that. Oh yeah, and then we'll connect this. Okay. I tell you, we're gonna lose power. I said that would happen. That's the annoying aspect of this scenario, that you are gonna lose the power. But, unfortunately, that's the only way you can do it. Let's see, where else can I connect? We do have a power plant, right? Yeah, we do. Alright. Ah, here we go. Alright, back to cutting. Like I said, right now, I am not worried about any of this. We're just gonna fix the city. That is what we were hired to do, and that is what we're gonna do. We do want to make sure everything's connected, because you don't want everyone to leave either. That's another important aspect here. That wouldn't be good. Alright, it's looking a little better now. We still have to connect. Okay. So far, so good. Alright, let's keep going. And we'll put the little drabs back, even though, again, you don't really have to. In this game, you don't have... It's not logical in that, oh, it has to be all connected. It should be, but this is an early game. Even the original SimCity wasn't that exact. As long as you have a slither of it touching, that's good enough for the game's brain to say, oh, good, you have a road connecting it, you know? But that's not how it should be. I mean, it really makes no sense that you have a road going to nothing. That wouldn't work, would it? Alright, we're gonna get rid of all this. This is a waste of everything. This is just garbage. And then you have a bridge going to there that's not needed. No. Goodbye to all that. Yeah. And we're gonna get rid of this whole middle street here. Good. Okay, that should be good. Alright, and then we have to decide when we're going to build the railroad, but we're not doing it yet because I still want to clean up some more. Like, this is garbage, we don't need this. What else? Okay, you don't need this. You don't need that. Okay. What else? Let's see. Technically, we need that. We need that. What else? Alright, we can get rid of all this because there's nothing there. And same with this. Okay. And technically we can get rid of all this too. And I think we'll get rid of this. Alright, oh yeah, all this can go. Let's get rid of that. I mean, what a waste. Look at all this. I mean, this is garbage too. I think we're getting rid of all this. This is a waste. All that road just for that, that's a waste of everything. No, we're not doing that. Alright, so we're gonna keep the main street there. So the top row can lose all that. And we're gonna get rid of all this. And get rid of all this. This can definitely go. This is a waste of time. Yeah, all the borders can go. Alright, this can go. Okay. Whoops. I'm deleting parks by accident. We don't want to do that. Alright. This railroad is just gonna... Oh, here we go. Alright, so let's see. Taxes collected. Alright, so we are losing money. But we turned out the fire. And yeah, we'll turn down the police a little bit too. Half, and we're gonna raise taxes a little bit. Unfortunately, we had to, you know? People are gonna complain, but we gotta get those railroads in. Alright, so now we gotta get our power back. Let's see, where is it connected? Where? There. I really don't want to connect to that, though. But we will. And we'll connect here. Connect there. Connect there, connect there. Yeah, that should do it. Oh, now we have to connect here. Good. Where else? Ah, yes, all this. Okay. We'll do the old speederoo where you just sort of go right through it. Yeah. Connect there. Connect there. Alright. We'll connect there too. Alright, get rid of more. See, the power lines is the worst part. I mentioned that. Because to get rid of the roads, you have to get rid of the power lines too, and it's very annoying that you had to do that. Alright, so do we really need all this? No, this is waste also. That's actually a waste. Not worried about it right now. We'll put a railroad in there, so it's fine. Okay, but we do want it to have power. Okay. Alright, so this has no power. Let's do that. Okay. Get rid of some more. Let's see. Yeah, we'll need there. Alright, so that's fine. Oh, let's get rid of this bridge. We don't need it. Okay. Alright, all this can go. What else? Yeah, this can go. This can go. Remember, if a road is touching it, that's all that matters. But we are going to get rid of most of these roads right now anyway. Right, this is all waste. We're going to get rid of all this, actually. This is just a waste of everything. I'll keep the police station, but I don't think it'll have any roads to deal with. Yeah, but this is all waste. We're just going to get rid of all this. We'll see if we get a railroad down there. What else? Oh yeah, we don't need all these. Okay. Alright, we do have to connect it though. Let's see. Let's do that. And where else? Right here? Here? This should do it. Okay, I think it is time. Almost. Let's get rid of a little more. I keep seeing some more to get rid of. Almost time to get our railroad in, yes. Okay, now we don't need two bridges here, we definitely don't. So what we're gonna do is get rid of it. And we're gonna get rid of that. And we have to put the power back. Like I said, the power is the most annoying part of this scenario. That you're always going to be, like, out of power here everywhere. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so the power's back on in most places. Now let's see if I find anything else. Yeah, this is all waste. 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 That's a waste. Alright. Technically this is a waste too. As is this, yeah. Alright, let's reconnect the power line. Oh, power line. And power line, alright. Alright, I'm sure there is more, but for now I think we'll start building that railroad, because if we don't, we're gonna be in trouble here. Alright, so where do we want to start the railroad? Well, actually, no, we have more we have to get rid of. This, all this has to go. There we go. Alright, so I think we'll start it right here. Let's get rid of all this. I think we'll start the railroad here. Yeah, we'll do that. The railroads are 20 each, so it's not cheap, you know? Alright. And now with the railroad here, you can get rid of all the roads that touch everything. So yeah, anything that's road can go. Because railroad, it's either railroad or road. People think you need both. You don't. If you have railroad, you can live on just railroad in your city, believe it or not. So really, all of this can go. And I know we're going to lose power here, but that's okay. So all these roads go. Every single one of them. Oops. Alright, I'm going to turn off the auto go-to, because right now we're not going to have any disasters. I'm not too worried about that. Alright. Alright, but we do have to reconnect all the power, yes, so let's do that. And we'll do this super fast. I know I have an inadequate system, I'm working on it. Reconnect everything. Okay. Alright, so that's where that goes. We want to touch this. We're going to get rid of the road right here. Alright, so that's one bit. Now, we don't need all this, believe it or not. Now that we have a railroad touching all that, we don't need this either. So all this goes. And then we're going to go up with it, alright? But we got to do the connections again. Yeah. Go. I think what we're going to do is build the railroad upwards here. So let's get rid of all that. There we go. And we gotta reconnect everything again. Okay. And then you know what that means? We don't need any of the roads here. That's right. All these places now are touching. Remember what I said? As long as it's touching, you're good. Yeah. Alright, and then we're gonna do a layer right through here now. So that'll be the next test. There we go. So that removed all the roads here, believe it or not. But not yet. We still have to. Some of these are not connected, right? So the stadium needs. So we'll go all the way down. And then which ones aren't touching? The middle, right? Yep. Okay, so that takes care of all that. And then this one. There you go. So this section is all fixed now, alright? That takes care of everything in this section. So the traffic problem has been eliminated here, and we can actually just delete this whole road. We don't need it anymore. There you go, just like that. We got rid of all the roadways. Alright? Then we'll put it there you go. Okay. You need power, let's make sure everything's on. The stadium's not on. Very good. Alright, what else? Ah, this is not connected. Let's do that. Okay. Alright, so that took care of that. And now we can remove roads here. Roads here can all go. Like I said, once you have it touching, that's it. All this stuff can go. All of it. So there you go, we fixed the traffic problem there, but we have a ways to go. I mean, look at all this. We have a ways to go. So we gotta take care of all this now. So we gotta get the rails now downwards. So let's do that. So we wanna remove all this. Let's get the rails in. There we go. You know what that means? It's now touching. We don't need it here. And we don't need it. Oops, what do we got? Alright, we're still losing money though. Yep. Oh no, we're making money now. Yes, there you go. Taxes collected 3,000. City extended. All right, good. So by removing all those roads, we actually are making some money now. This is good. All right. All right, let's keep going. All right. All right, so now we have to be strategic here. We don't need it up every aisle. We just need it to touch. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it. And we want to get it down here now. But what's the best way to go about that? So probably to the left, and then just go down there. Yep. Then we'll go... yeah, we want to touch the most we can where all the traffic areas are. So we have a huge traffic area right here. So let's get rid of all this. This will take care of 2 problems at once, alright? And now remember what I said, once it's touching a building, you don't need any side streets. Once it's touching, and it is, you don't need any of this. Yep, all gone. That can all go too. And then we'll bring it right down through here. Hold on. There we go. Gotta reconnect everything, yeah. Alright, let's see, where's the connection? Right here. And right here. Where else? Ah, right here. And then here. And we probably want some parks everywhere, but I'm gonna save it because we are on limited funds, as you know. But what's the rule? We don't need roads here now. Because now everything's touching. Very good. And I think we will do that here too. Let's get it to the richer houses here. Go. And you know what that means? We don't need the roads here anymore. Good. I think we will have to build an underground railroad up here. We'll have to do that. And I think we're just going to connect it. Why not? Let's get rid of all this. And we'll go all the way around now. There we go. Alright, so that fixed the problems here, pretty much. We do want to get rid of this bridge. Can't do it yet, though, because the bridge is up. That's fine. Alright, where else is traffic? Right here. So I think we'll just remove this strip altogether. Like I said, anywhere there's traffic, we are just removing it. That is it. We'll put down the railroad. How are we gonna get power there? Here. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, connect these. Okay, that should do it. Alright, let's see what else we got here. I mean, technically we can get rid of all this. I think we might do that. Just remove this whole area. We don't need any of that because roads are already touching it. Very good. That takes care of that. Alright, and believe it or not, I think we're gonna stop it right there. Let me pause it here. Yeah, we're gonna stop it right there. That was a good start. I think we're along nicely now. We're in 1967. We still have like a ways to go, but that's okay. I think we're off to a very good start to fixing the problem. We're gonna bring the rail over now to the other side of the city. We're gonna start connecting some other stuff. And that's really what the scenario is. I think we're on the right path. I mean, 10 years is way too long for this. You only need 5 years for it, but They want to give you all the time in the world to remove all the roads and get all the rails down, so be it. We'll do that. But that'll be next time, where we continue our playthrough of SimCity Scenarios, Super Nintendo 1992, here on Ramsis Retro Longplays. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell if you like what C has something to say. Check us out on our main channel, Maxis Retro Reviews, where Retro is alive and well and not going anywhere anytime soon. That's it for now. See you all next time, where we continue fixing the road problems here in Bern. Goodbye, everybody.